सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Om. Chapter 18, verse number 17, 1-7. यस्य नाहं कृतो भावः बुद्धिर्यस्य न लिप्यते हत्वापि स इमान् लोकान् न हन्ति न निबध्यते. Lord Krishna sums up the entire Bhagavad Gita teaching in this 18th chapter. The topics already Lord Krishna has dealt: Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Sannyasa Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. All are coming in this chapter. Therefore, we have to be very, very alert to decipher which topic Lord Krishna highlighting. And words are different, but the content is same. So, it is like a test for us. How far we are really remembering that previous chapters, the topic, items, so that you can correlate where Bhagavan is connecting them. Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga. From 13th shloka onwards, 17th shloka, Lord Krishna has pointed out about Jnana Yoga. Before 13th shloka, Lord Krishna has pointed out Karma Yoga. And that question is sannyasa. Arjuna asked about sannyasa. What do you mean by sannyasa or tyaga? For that, Lord Krishna answering, sannyasa means not renunciation of one's own action, but renunciation of karma phalam. Renunciation of the results of your own actions. Never have any tension towards your results. Karma phalam tyagam pannanam. That is real tyaga, not renunciation of karma. Don't renounce your duties. Never skip your duties. Whether you like it or not, whatever you have to do as a mother, as a father, as a husband or as a wife, you have to do your duty. All duties are given to us. Once you enter into the society, have taken this birth, duties are also you have taken. Nobody is to come and give, this is your duty. They need not say. Once you are born to a mother, your duty already born. Okay? Once you are born to your parents, your duties are also born along with your birth. So never ask, why I have to serve you? Because you are born. You have to serve to your parents. Then why you have to take care of my children? Because you have given birth to them, you have to do your duty. So never renounce your actions. When you like them, you do, but you don't like when you want to skip them. This is a natural tendency. Bhagavan says, if you do like that, you can never get moksha in your life. You can never be happy. Therefore, perform and get chitta shuddhi. You will get a lot of peace of mind in your life. What about these bitter actions? And bitter actions also you have to do. Are you eating pavaka or not? Eating, no. It is good for health. One lady, her husband is having the diabetes problem. Every day she prepare pavakai. How many people are eating pavakai, Many people are eating. Even though it is bitter. Why you are eating? It is good for my health. Similarly, even some unpleasant actions, unfavorable actions when I have to do, when they are my duties, niyatam karma, I have to do even though they are bitter. But they are good for me. That is what Lord Krishna pointing out. Really speaking, people do not know who is doing real karma. People do not know. They are thinking body alone is doing, otherwise subtle body is doing, or Atma is doing. People are confused. Who is doing really action means they do not know. Why they do not know? Because they do not know what they are. They do not know who is doing action really and who is not doing action, they do not know. Therefore, they are all confused, Arjuna. Lord Krishna says in this 17th shloka, Yasya ahankritaha bhavaha na yasya buddhihi na lipyate saha imam lokan hatva api na hanti na nibadhyate. This is very, very subtle shloka. Saha yasya, he who does not have ahankritaha bhavaha. I am the doer, I am doing, this ego, ahankara. While performing action, nanda pandren, I am doing, this is action done by me. With that ego they do. Na ahankrita bhavaha na. For this karma yogi, Lord Krishna expecting a person to perform karma without any expectation of that result. Arjuna, that person is not having any ego while doing action. Never tell others, see how much I am doing for you, We have to make them people to understand. Wife always asking husband, you know how much I am doing for you. Husband also asking wife, you know how much I am doing. This type of questions and asking and all, how mature we are. We go on asking. This person, our hero. Our hero means what? Who is the hero performing karma yoga without any dvesha, raga, and happily doing all her duties to get chitta shuddhi, vairagyam, nirmalamaina manas, and to get moksha for the sake of Lord. Lord is involved in every duty. That person, ahankritaha bhavaha na yasya, to whom this ahankara, ego, doerhood is not there, yasya buddhihi na lipyate, whose intellect, buddhi means intellect, whose intellect is not affected, na lipyate, not affected by this ego. I am doing, I am the doer, therefore result should come to me. I am only doing, so love should come to me, appreciation should come to me. All these attention, other person should show attention towards me. This expectation comes because of ahankara. And doership leads to expectation. So I am only should enjoy that, enjoyership. I want to claim, this is mine, I have to get it. And that ownership tremendously increase in the mind. It belongs to me, this is belong to me, this I have to enjoy. No one can have right to take away this from me. This possessiveness, either towards objects or towards people or towards relations. And the mind struggle like anything intensely with this every day, months, weeks, months, years, this mind struggles. Of course, nothing is going to be with us. That is sure. because it's not in our hands. Unpredictable, choiceless. Therefore, nalipyate. This person's buddhi is not affected by that doerhood, enjoyership, ownership. All are not there for this person. That means bhoktrutva bhavam api na asti. Enjoyership. Because of doership only, enjoyership. So since he is not having doership, there is no notion of enjoyership. I am going to enjoy. Bhoktrutva means what? Kartrutva means doership. Bhoktrutva means enjoyership. So kartrutvam leads to bhoktrutvam. Doership leads to enjoyership. If I don't get that enjoy, ennude joy, then I flare up. From morning onwards up to night, I am doing so much toiling for children, family's sake. Night lot of criticisms I get from all corners. Morning onwards, I am struggling for all members of the family. And by night, they say, night. Next day, strike. Like others, we cannot do strike. So like that, my mind tend to do strike. But I cannot do, but tend to do strike. Not to do. Tomorrow. She thinks like that. Early morning, she get up and start. And the time kobam varum. So, na lipyate. Lord Krishna says, na lipyate. In spite of, similarly, hey Arjuna, your duty is now what? Lord Krishna is saying, reminding the Arjuna's duty. You have come here to kill Bhishma, Drona, Duryodhana, Dusyasanas, all people. You have to kill them. But you are worrying about their destruction now. You are very much disturbed by their absence. If they are going to die, you are not able to withstand. Why? You are thinking you are the doer. And you are thinking you are going to get the papam. Really speaking, when you are doing your duty, hatva api iman lokan, in the context of purinjukongo. This is Arjuna's duty, Lord Krishna reminding, not our duty. In spite of killing, iman lokan, these people, what is the context here? Yuddha bhumi. Okay, fighting here, this is Yuddha bhumi, the context is the battlefield. You are very much afraid of, worried about this Drona, Bhishma. Really, you are not killing, you are doing your duty. They are in adharmic way. So, you have to destroy them. Don't think that you are going to get papam. Iman lokan hatva. By killing these people, by destroying these people, na nibadhyati. You will not get any papam. You will not bound by this action, even though this is pleasant or unpleasant. Unpleasant. Most unpleasant action. What a situation Arjuna has got now. Sometimes in our life also, many times, bitter experiences we get, knowingly or unknowingly, unpleasant actions when we do, really we are very much disturbed. That time never take doership. This is my duty. You are not doing for your whims and fancy's sake. Not doing out of raga dvesha. You are doing, you are kept in that situation to do that action, suppose. Do it. Remember the God. But never disturb yourself. That will not touch you, that will not affect you. If your motive is good, you are not having any likes and dislikes towards that action, towards that people, but you do with good intention. And you don't like that action, but you do with good intention, with a motive, Bhagavan will take care of. Because choiceless, unfavorable action. For Arjuna here, fighting, killing is unfavorable. For normal people, any situation may come unpleasant, மனசுல கஷ்டம் வேண்டாம், பகவான் நினைச்சு பண்ணு. ஓகே, ஐ வில் டூ திஸ். That's what Arjuna na nivadhyate. Once you have kartrutvam, நான் பண்றேன், I am doing, I am the doer, I want this result annada உனக்கு பாபம் வரும். Then only you will be disturbed, then only you will be affected. If you don't have that kartrutvam, bhoktrutvam, that action will not touch you like a lotus leaf madre. Afterwards you don't have guilt also, no hurt and guilt also, because your motive is good. That will help you. Your attitude towards those people, your motive, when it is good, you need not bend your head at all. See that your inner motive is good or not, without having any agenda. Agenda means, agenda means then doing some expectation behind. Swartham, selfishness. That type of agenda is there, I am bound. If I don't have anything, I don't want anything from this action. Whatever I am doing, let it be done. That's all. How nice it is, how relaxed. How relaxed. That's what Lord Krishna says to Arjuna. You also do like that. Do your duty without any doership and enjoyership. Okay? Then come to the 18th shloka, another topic we are entering. So, finally, what is the essence of this 13th to 17th shloka, Jnana Yoga? This body is like when you want to drink payasam, use the cup. Use the cup. And you drink a cup also? No. You drink the payasam and you throw the cup. Until you drink payasam, you have to use the cup. After drinking the payasam, even silver cup, gold cup also, you cannot drink. Is it not? You cannot swallow. However much golden, costliest cup, very nice. In train also, when you are traveling, they give cup, plastic cup. Some people bring that cup also. Spoons, cups, they carry. ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்க, வீட்டில் கூட யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். Crush it, throw it. அது மாதிரி இந்த லாலு பிரசாத் is using that மண்ணு கப், clay cups. So that also people are carrying. You can recycle it, no? That's why what I want to say is this body is like a cup, disposable cup. This body is like a disposable cup. Use it. Karma yoga is like a payasam. By doing karma yoga, your duty, you enter into jnana yoga, then you enter into jnanam, then you get moksha, shanti. Body is like a cup. With this cup, what you are drinking? Karma yoga, jnana yoga, bhakti yoga, ashtanga yoga, sadhanas, and கற்க கஷடு அற கற்பவை கற்றப்பின் நிற்க அதற்கு தகன்னார். எல்லாம் இதுல இருக்கு, 4. கற்க டு ஸ்ரவணம். லிசன் டு சாஸ்திரா. வாட் சாஸ்திரா டீச்சிங்? பிரம்ம சத்தியம் ஜெகன் மித்யா ஃபைனல் அல்டிமேட். அது வரணும்னா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பி ஆஸ் எ ஹியூமன் பீயிங். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லிவ் ஆஸ் எ ஹியூமன் பீயிங், தென் man to become a divine man later. So first man only can become divine man. Man இல்லாமல animal man இருந்தா divine man எங்க ஆக முடியும்? இல்லையா? அதுக்காக படிக்கணும். கற்க, ஸ்டடி ஸ்கிரிப்சர்ஸ். எத்தனை நேரம் டிவி பார்த்துட்டே இருக்கலாம், சீரியல்ஸ் அது பாட்டுக்கு அது வந்துட்டே இருக்கும். விடு. Magazines, useless magazines, spending lot of time talking with others. Lot of time, we have precious time. That's why intelligent people, kavya shastra vinodena kalo gacchati dhimatam. Wise mature people always spend their time. My Mahashivratri talk. Kavya shastra vinodena. Shastram padikkiradhula da dhimatam. Wise people spend their time. Like you, all of you. Spend their time. Kalahena cha murkhanam. Dull-witted people always spend their time in quarreling with others. Fighting, complaints. Vyasanena cha papmanam. The papa sinners always spend their time in vyasanams, addiction. They become slaves to sense pleasures. So therefore that's called karka. Ashad aran. After doing Sravana, enna pannanum? Mananam pannanum. Reflect upon that. வீட்டுக்கு போய் சுவாமினி நெக்ஸ்ட் தர்ஸ்டே தான் ஞாபகம் வருவோம்னா அப்படி இருக்கக்கூடாது. சுவாமினி ஞாபகம் வராட்டாலும் கூட கணிசம் சாஸ்திரம் பகவத்கீதை திறந்து பார்க்கணும், படிக்கணும், உபனிஷத்து படிக்கணும். வாட் வி ஆர் டூயிங், அவர் லைஃப் ஸ்டைல் ஆல்சோ தேர் இஸ் எ கனெக்ஷன் பிட்வீன் மை ஸ்டடி அண்ட் மை லைஃப். ரிஃப்ளெக்ஷன், தட்ஸ் கால்ட் மனனம். கஷடு அரா. கற்பவை கற்ற பின், ஆஃப்டர் ஸ்டடி, ஃபுல் ஸ்டடி, அஜ்ஞான நிவர்த்தி has taken place, samshaya nivritti also gone, samshayam gone, doubts are also gone, I am not the body mind complex also I have understood, I am Atma Swarupam. Karka kashadu ara katra pin karpavai nirka adarku tagan. Do nididhyasanam, contemplation. What I have studied from my teacher, this is a fact for me. Nirka adarku taga. We contemplate. Don't alachal ange inge odade. Podum, odnade podum. How long you are going to run? Here and there. No shopping, nothing. I don't want this world. Enough. Goodbye to this world. Thank you. Reduce possessions, obligations, relations, transaction. Port reduction. என்னதான் சுவாமி லைஃப் சப்புன்னு இருக்குமே, இது சப்புன்னு இருக்குன்னு அங்க டென்ஷனும் இருக்கும், ஆங்ஸைட்டி இருக்கும், வரி இருக்கும். போன்னா even some religious activities also there is a lot of competition, there are lot of one lady is பெருமாள் பார்க்கறதுக்காக போய் பாலாஜி கிட்ட போய் யாருன்னு நம்பி நான் ரூம் புக் பண்றது இது சொன்னாரா யாரோ, அங்க போய் பார்த்தா யாருமே இல்லை, ரூம் கிடையாது, ஒன்றும் கிடையாது. She was struggling to get the Lord Darshanam. So such an orthodox lady and wife and husband, both of them went, and with so much pain they got the Lord Darshanam. Almost finally she came and told me, Swamini, எதுக்காக இந்த கஷ்டப்பட்டு இந்த பகவான் போய் பார்க்கணும்? யாரு பார்க்க சொன்ன? நீ தானே ஓடி ஓடி போனேன், அங்க போய் இந்த மாதிரி கேள்வி என்ன கேட்கிற பார்க்க. What can I do? No, people are struggling so much. See that Bhagavan is pervading everywhere. That is only for learners, beginners. How long you are already 75, still going and standing in the queue, dharma darshanam, or adharma darshanam, rendu darshanal vechindi. அதில்ல 17 இயர்ஸ்க்குள்ள 18 இயர்ஸ்க்குள்ள போய் கஷ்டப்பட வேண்டிய அந்த பொசிஷன் அது. யூ ஆர் 75 கூட யூ ஆர் ஸ்ட்ரகிளிங். என்ன மெச்சூரிட்டி வர வேண்டாமோ? சாஸ்திரம் படிச்சு அந்த பகவான இங்கே இருக்காரு தெரிஞ்சுக்க வேண்டாமோ? நிற்க அதற்கு தக. ஸ்டாண்ட் ஸ்டில் அண்ட் ஸ்டடி, அப்சார்ப் த டீச்சிங். அதர்வைஸ் யூ ஹேவ் டு பே த பிரைஸ். போக முடியாமலே கஷ்டப்பட்டுட்டு எவ்வளவு ஸ்ட்ரகிளிங், ஆயாசம், எவ்வளவு ஆயாசம். ஒரு பிளேஸுக்கு போய் பகவான் பார்க்கணும்னா எவ்வளவு கஷ்டம். நாட் so easy. Therefore mature. Before you are getting old age, mature yourself. There is no interest to go anything because I don't want. I am not having any craving for anything, to go anywhere, to see anything, because I am complete, I am fulfilled. அது வரணும். அந்த ஏஜ் வரும்போது இது வந்துட்டான்னா you are safe. Otherwise. Okay. Now look into this shloka. We have to read 18th shloka. So what? Disposable cup. Okay, body is disposable cup. Hand over this body to the Lord. Bhagavan, you have given me this body. I have utilized it properly and I am hand overing this to you, and I am very happy. Get jnanam. Take that jnana phalam, payasam. Give up this body to the Lord with thanks note. Useless-ஆ கொடுக்க கூடாது. கவலையோட, with full of diseases, with full of worries, I should not hand over such a type of body mind to the Lord. What type of body mind? A body mind which has already acquired that Parama Purushartha, and that body mind Bhagavanukku அப்படியே நான் இந்த ட்ரஸ்டியா இருக்கேன், உனக்கு கொடுக்கறேன், இப்போ you take it. I have taken care of this body, I have got moksha, now you take this. அப்படி we have to give this body to Lord. இதுக்கு அப்படியே பிடிச்சுட்டே உட்காரக்கூடாது. அதான் சொல்ல போறார் பகவான் இப்போ. Any person, if they want to do action, what are all involved in any action? What are all things involved? We should understand that. Then we know how to handle and how to do action. Jnanam gneyam parijñātam trividha karma chodanam karanam karma karteti त्रिविधः कर्म संग्रहः. Very, very important shlokas are coming. Jnanam gneyam parignyata trividha karma chodana. Parignyata means knower, the experiencer. All triads Lord Krishna is giving now. Triads means Triputi. Karma Triputi, Jnana Triputi. Karma Triputi means subject, the one who performs the action, the karma, is called Karta. The knower of action is called Jnata. So first he is presenting Jnata. Parignyata means Jnata, the knower. Knowledge, Gneyam is the knowledge, the object of knowledge. The knower of knowledge, the object of knowledge, Jnanam, the knowledge. These three. Jnanam Trayam. That which produce knowledge. Triputi. Triputi means Trayam, triad. The karta, the subject of knowledge, is called Jnata. You are the subject. Okay, you are the subject. What you are knowing here, Bhagavad Gita, you are knowing. Who is knowing? You are only knowing. You are the subject. You are the knower of Bhagavad Gita. You are the Jnata, knower of the Bhagavad Gita. Therefore, you are the subject. What is the object of knowledge here? Bhagavad Gita is the object of knowledge. What is Gneyam? What is happening? Jnanam is taking place. Knowledge of Bhagavad Gita is coming to you, the subject. Bhagavad Gita is the object of knowledge. You are the subject of knowledge, means you are the one who are getting knowledge, the subject. Therefore, you are the subject. Bhagavad Gita is the object. What is happening in between both of you, subject and object? Knowledge is taking place. Taking place or not? I hope so. Okay, knowledge is taking place. That is called Jnanam, process. Subject, object and process. Jnata, Gneyam and Jnanam. Jnanam, Gneyam, Parignyata, Trividha, Karma Chodana. Karma Chodana means cause of action. Why you come here? This action of coming to this Andhra Mahila Sabha. Okay, this Karma Chodana, that instigator, the inspirer, the propeller of that action, because you want to know. As a knower, interest is there. I want to know Bhagavad Gita. I want to become a knower. So what you do? Karma Chodana. Let us go to Swamini class. You take an action. Karma Chodana. Class varamale gnana varma? Varad. Without coming to the class, you cannot become Jnata. Without coming to the class, you cannot get the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Gneyam. Without Jnata Jnanam, Gneyam, Jnanam cannot take place. So, Karma Chodana. So, Karma Chodana means that action, the cause of action is you want to know. Let me be the knower. Jnata ku pinnad enna irukkanum? Karma Chodana. I want to, cause of action is what? I want to know. What do you want to know? I want to know Bhagavad Gita. How you know? By getting knowledge, I want to know. So, Jnata, I am, Jnanam, knowledge, and Gneyam, that what I get, that knowledge. Bhagavad Gita knowledge. It's clear? Clear? Okay. Parijnata, the knower or the experiencer. Gneyam, the object of knowledge. Jnanam, the total, that through which I get knowledge. Something is known, through which something is known. That knowledge. Trividhaha, the triad is, this is the threefold. Karma Chodana, impeller or force behind your action. In your family, they'll ask, where are you going? Where are you going? You look at them. I'm going to Bhagavad Gita class. Why you are going? Going, that is called action. And the action, afterwards what will come? Gnata, Jnanam, Gneyam. Once you come and sit here, whether you like or not, you become what? Gnata. How much you are understanding is very vishayam. You become the knower. At least Bhagavad Gita irukke. Bhagavad Gita padikran knower. Illaya? Gneyam Bhagavad Gita. Knowledge process. 1 hour appadiye ukkarade. Parunga. The karma chodana. Then karma chodana, the cause of action. Then karta karma karanam. Another triad. Jnata jnanam gneyam. One triad. Tripati. That is jnanam. Then to get jnanam, first I have to become what? Karta. Karta only become jnata. So karta, the subject, the doer. Karta means the doer. Karma, the object of knowledge is gneyam. Karta, the subject of the knowledge is jnata. Okay, note, these points are very important. Karta, the subject of knowledge, who is getting the knowledge, the karta, is the jnata. Then become knower. Doer only become knower. Karta, the subject of knowledge, is called jnata. Point number 1. Point number 2. Triad the second one is karma, the object of knowledge, is called gneyam. Karma, the object of knowledge. Karma means the object of knowledge is gneyam. Gneyam means knowable. Then third one in the triad, karanam, the instrument of knowledge, is called jnanam. The second line la karanam irukku. So the karanam is the instrument of knowledge, is called jnanam. Okay, karanam, karma, karta iti trividaha karma sangrahaha. First one is karma chodana. So you want to know, you do something. Here karma sangrahaha means you become the karta, doer, and karanam, you use the instrument of knowledge, karanam. Now what sense organ you are using? Karanam you are using or not? For what? Gneyam. To get the knowledge, object of knowledge, you use the karanam. The karma, object of knowledge, and use the karanam, the instrument of knowledge. Very simple. Technical terms, appudu koncham gadabada irukum. Okay. What is simple? Karta, karma, karanam. Okay. I am the karta, doer, reading now. Okay. Karma, that object of action is karma. This book I am keeping in front of me. And what instrument I am using? Karanas in a Shrotra Indriyam, Chakshur Indriyam I am using, and hand also I am using, Karanams I am using. When I am here, the listener, sitting, reading Bhagavad Gita, using my Indriyams, Karanams, what is coming? Knowledge is coming. When knowledge is coming, I, the subject, the doer become what? Gnata, knower. Once I am the doer, become the knower from the standpoint of knowledge, and what I am getting is called Gneyam. Gneyam. That's what Lord Krishna says here. Jnanam Gneyam Parignata Trividha Karma Chodana Karanam Karma Karta iti Trividaha Karma Sangraha. Karma Sangraha means frame of action. Or action pannamanna frame of action karma sangrahana ஒரு கர்மா பண்றதுக்கு யார் இருக்கணும்? பண்றவன் இருக்கணுமா வேண்டாமா? பண்றதுக்கு ஏதோ இருக்கணுமா வேண்டாமா? அந்த பண்ற ப்ராசஸ் ஒன்று இருக்கு இல்லையா, அந்த ஆக்ஷன், அது இருக்கணுமா வேண்டாமா? இது நல்ல டெய்லி பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோமோ? இப்போ இதை பண்ணிட்டு தான் வந்தான் வீட்டில். சமையல் பண்ணிட்டே இல்லையா? பண்ணிட்டே. ஓகே ஓகே, அது கர்ம சங்கிரகான. ஸோ ஃப்ரேம் ஆஃப் ஆக்ஷன், கர்ம வியவஹார, ஞான வியவஹார. எவ்ரி டே, எவ்ரி மினிட் வி ஆர் டூயிங் திஸ் ஓன்லி. ஏதோ சுவாமினி வந்து மேடையில் உட்கார்ந்து பேசுனா என்னமோ பேசுகிறான்னா ஒன்றுமே இல்லை. சிம்பிள் திங் வாட் வி ஆர் டூயிங், லார்ட் கிருஷ்ணா presenting in technical terms, that's all. Okay, next shloka. Now he is presenting in this way 6 topics he is going to present. I will give that just a bird eye view. Very very beautiful structure this is. I like this topic. Amazing 18th chapter, such is the essence of entire Gita. You are all so fortunate really. I am also fortunate. That's why I am able to teach you. You are fortunate and eppadi theriyum enakku? Because I am fortunate, therefore I know you are fortunate. Okay, 6 topics he is talking now. First one is Jnanam, knowledge. Number 2, karma, action. Number 3, karta, the doer. Number 4, buddhi, intelligence. Number 5, dhruti, willpower. Number 6, sukham, happiness. Each topic is divided into 3 again, trividha, based on gunas, sattva, rajas, tamo gunas. See how Bhagavan beautifully, karma yoga, jnana yoga, again going to 14th chapter, gunas, and in between 13th chapter, prakriti purusha, kshetra, kshetrajna he has given. Now he is bringing all the 3 types of gunas, how they interact with these 3 gunas. So each divided into sattvika, rajasa, tamasa, all the 6 topics. Now see that 20th shloka to 28th shloka, first 3 topics. That means jnanam, karma, karta topics, and there 3 types: sattvika, gnata, rajasa gnata, tamasa gnata. அப்படில்ல வராரு, ஒரு division. That classification he is doing. Then buddhi, dhruti comes from 29th to 35. And the sukham topic comes again 36 to 39. So 3 gunas he has to present each one with different gunas. That's what he is presenting now. From this 19th shloka also he is giving that division. Then 20th shloka onwards he starts. Now let us read the 19th shloka. So jnana vyavahara, karma vyavahara based on 3 gunas: sattvika jnanam, rajasa jnanam, tamasa jnanam. Again, sattvika karma, rajasa karma, tamasa karma. Again, Satvika Jnata, Satvika Jnana, Rajasa Jnata, Tamasa Jnata. Like that, each three gunas he has to see. Okay, now we'll see that 19th. Jnanam karma cha karta cha. Tridhaiva guna bhedatah. Prochyate guna sankhyaane. Yathavat shrunutanyapim. Now, Lord Krishna borrowing that Sankhya philosophy. In Sankhya philosophy, they introduce 24 principles and these 3 gunas. So, we borrow Sankhya philosophy. We don't accept any philosophy totally. We don't reject any philosophy totally. For example, Ashtanga Yoga, we don't accept. We means what? Advaiti or Vedantin. Never accept Ashtanga Yoga totally because we take only the practical part of Ashtanga Yoga. 8 steps only we take. Their philosophy we don't accept. Similarly, Sankhya also we don't accept totally, but we don't reject also totally. And we take whatever is useful for Vedanta and we reject what is not fitting in Vedanta, we reject it. You come to know when you study Brahma Sutra, what we reject, what we accept. அதெல்லாம் தெரியணும்னா கணிசம் ஒரு 15 வருஷம் படிக்கணும். 15 வருஷம் எப்படி படிக்கணும்? சின்சியராக படிக்கணும். அப்போதான் தெரியும். அதில் அது ஒரு சிஸ்டம் ஆஃப் ஃபிலாசபி இருக்குன்னு தெரியணும். இங்கேயும் வரப்பு வருது. இப்போ பாருங்க, ஆல் ஆர் கோயிங் டு கம் very in a subtle manner. Lord Krishna presenting here. Sankhya philosophers, they say there are many atmas. There are many atmas. And atma is akarta, non-doer. That we also say. Atma is akarta. Who is karta na? Prakriti is kartri. Prakriti is only doing. Atma is not doing. That's true. Prakriti only doing. Kartri. என்ன ஸ்திரீலிங்கம். பிரகிருதி ஸ்திரீலிங்கம். அதுக்கு தான் கர்த்தான்னு சொல்லக்கூடாது. என்ன சொல்லணும்? கர்த்ரின்னு சொல்லணும். பர்த்தா பர்த்ரி. அது மாதிரி கர்த்தா கர்த்ரி பிரகிருதி. ஆத்மா இஸ் அகர்த்தா. ஒன்ஸ் யூ ஆர் அகர்த்தா, யூ ஆர் அபோக்தா. அப்படிதானே? ஒன்ஸ் யூ டூ ஒன்லி யூ என்ஜாய். வித்தவுட் டூயிங் ஹவு கேன் யூ என்ஜாய்? According to Sankhya, what we say, Atma is Akarta. Atma is Abhokta also. அப்படிதானே சொல்றோம்? Atma is Abhokta. But the Sankhya people say, Atma is Akarta. Atma will not do anything. Prakriti only does. But Atma is Bhokta. They say, Atma is Bhokta. Like our people. Our people, husband, he won't do anything. எல்லாம் சாப்பிடுவார். நல்ல வைஃப் பண்ண கர்த்ரி பண்ணுன அவர் சாப்பிடுவார். போக்தான். அது மாதிரி சாங்கியா ஆத்மா இஸ் லைக் அவர் மாடர்ன் ஹஸ்பண்ட்ஸ் ஆர் மாடர்ன் ஹஸ்பண்ட்ஸ் இல்லை. மாடர்ன் ஹஸ்பண்ட்ஸ் ஆர் ஆல் டூயிங். கொஞ்சம் ட்ரெடிஷனல் ஓல்டு டைப்பில் இருக்கிற ஹஸ்பண்ட் ஸ்டில் தேர் ஆல் சாங்கிய ஆத்மாஸ். சாங்கிய ஆத்மான்னு என்ன புரியுறதோ? கர்மா ஒன்றும் பண்ண மாட்டேன், கிச்சனில் கூட போக மாட்டேன். They don't take care of anything. அது ஒரு ஸ்டைலு. என்ன பண்ண அது நல்லா இருக்காது, நமக்கு கொஞ்சம் we have to maintain status அந்த மாதிரி. They don't do anything. பட் எல்லாம் பண்ணதுக்கப்புறம் வடக்கு வடக்குன்னு சாப்பிடுவான், நல்லா சாப்பிடுவான். அதுதான் சாங்கிய ஆத்மான்னா. The Prakriti does, Atma enjoys. We don't accept that philosophy. But what Sankhya says, what we accept, we are seeing that gunas, 3 gunas, sattva, rajas, tamo gunas introduced by Sankhya, that we also accept. Yes, Prakriti has got 3 gunas. Prakriti is the activator, activating everything. Okay, guna sankhyane. In the Sankhya philosophy, the philosophical counts Sankhyani gunas. What are the counts? 3 gunas counted in that Sankhya philosophy. You know those 3 gunas? Okay? We saw in the 14th chapter. Sattva, Rajas, Tamo gunas. In the Sankhya philosophy, knowledge, that means jnanam, karma cha, karta cha, prochate. They talk about this knowledge, action, and karta, the doer. Karma means action, karta means doer, jnana means knowledge. Knowledge means not Brahma Jnana here. Knowledge means vritti jnanam, relative knowledge. Any knowledge born out of vritti. Prochate tridha eva gunabhedataha. Tridha means 3 types, 3-fold. Gunabhedataha means according to the distinction of gunas. Bheda means distinction. According to the distinction of gunas. Prochate means is said to be 3-fold according to the distinction of gunas. Tani api yathavat shrunu. Hey Arjuna, tani api. Those 3 gunas divided for what? Jnanam, trividha karma, trividha karta. Trividha jnanam means what? Sattvika jnanam, rajasa jnanam, tamasa jnanam. Trividha karma means what? Sattvika karma, rajasa karma, tamasa karma. Trividham karta means what? Sattvika karta, rajasa karta, tamasika karta. Here of 14th chapter. Those who have not listened to this subject, you can take the cassettes and listen so that you can enjoy more. 3 types. Shrunu tani api yathavat, yatha shastram, as said in Shastra. Now, each one, if you have to take Atma pradhanam, Dehi pradhanam, Deha pradhanam. Sattvika jnanam, Sattvika karta, Sattvika karma is Atma pradhanam. Very important point, you note. Based on this only, I am going to build the whole subject now. Sattvika jnanam, Sattvika karta, Sattvika karma, Atma pradhanam. A person who takes Atma, self, as himself or herself, their actions, their knowledge and their kartritvam, all are based on Atma. From Atma standpoint, Atma pradhanam. Whereas Rajasika jnanam, Rajasika karma, Rajasika karta based on Dehi pradhanam, subtle body, mind, soul. Soul traveling and children, the soul travels, Sushma Sariram travels after this body. That's called Dehi. Dehi pradhanam means subtle body pradhanam, or the traveling soul pradhanam. Soul, correct potkongo spelling. Okay. S-O-U-L. Not S-O-L-E. S-O-L-E problem. S-O-U-L. That soul is different from the self. From Atma, all-pervading, non-traveling Atma is different from the traveling soul. Okay? This is mood. Body, Atma, Dehi and body. Tamasa jnanam, tamasa karma, tamasa karta, Deha pradhanam. Charvakas. All modern materialistic people. Okay? Modern materialistic people all are tamasa jnanam, tamasa karma, tamasa karta. Those people, orthodox people who believe in that Sukshma Shariram, and they believe in Punya, Papa, after death this Jiva will travel, go to higher loka, Swarga loka, Punya lokas. Those people, they believe, they are all called Rajasa Jnanam, Rajasa Karma, Rajasa Kartas. They believe in Punya Papa, they believe in higher lokas, and they believe in traveling Jiva also. Therefore, they believe in Shraddha Karma, rituals. they perform rituals. They are called Dehi Pradhanam. Now, 3 Pradhanam Priyarda. Deha Pradhanam Tamasam. Dehi Pradhanam Rajasam. Atma Pradhanam Satvikam. You are which Pradhanam? Now, Lord Krishna says in 20th shloka, Atma Pradhana people. Atma Pradhana Jnanam Karta Karma. सर्वभूतेषु येनैकम् भावमव्ययमीक्षते अविभक्तं विभक्तेषु तज्ज्ञानं विद्धि सात्विकम्. Now 20th shloka is talking about Sattvika Jnanam. 21st shloka Rajasa Jnanam. 22nd shloka Tamasa Jnanam. இப்போ இந்த மூணுல நமக்கு என்ன ஞானம் இருக்குன்னு புரிஞ்சுக்கணும். ஓகே, சர்வபூதேஷு ஏகம் ஏன அவ்யயம் ஈக்ஷதேன. Hey Arjuna, may you know tam tat jnanam vidhi satvikam iti. May you know such a knowledge as a satvik jnanam. What is that satvik jnanam, you know? A person who is having the knowledge that Atma is in every body and everybody. Everybody is nothing but everybody, isn't it? Everybody is what? Everybody. Sarva bhuteshu ekam. In all beings, sarva bhuteshu. The sarva nalla needama sollunga. In all divided beings, pruthak sarva bhuteshu, all beings are same or different. Bodies are different. Male different, female different, human beings are different, animals are different, plants are different, octopus is different, crocodiles, reptiles are different, insects are different. Vibhakteshu, they are different. Vibhakteshu bhuteshu ekam. What is that ekam? One. Atma. Atma is one. Vibhaktam Sarva bhuteshu, even though these beings are different in their forms, in their names, and in their functions, they are different, still, avibhaktam avyayam bhavam ekam ikshate. Mahavakya. Avyayam, imperishable, which does not wither away, decay at all, that avyayam. And avibhaktam, undivided, that is not at all divided at any time. Consciousness remain indivisible in every body and in everybody. See, this part is here. Innor part irukkinga. This space is divided by the part. Can you cut the space? Can you divide the space? If you can divide, and konja space eduthu poi unna veetla vechikalame. கொஞ்சம் வீடு கொஞ்சம் நேரோவாக இருக்க சுவாமினி, இந்த ஹால் ரொம்ப பெருசாக இருக்க, லெட் மீ டேக் ஒன் சங்க் ஆஃப் ஸ்பேஸ். இட்ஸ் நாட் பாசிபிள். அன்கட்டபிள், அன்டிவைடபிள். தட் விச் யூ cannot part, you cannot do partition. You cannot do any partition. It is called avyayam. Partitionable portion is called part. Okay. Partitionable portion is called part. This Atma, the consciousness cannot be partitionable. No? It cannot divide. You cannot separate. You cannot take a chunk of consciousness. Therefore, this person knows what? This Atma, imperishable, undividable consciousness is there, same, one and the same in all beings. He knows that. Sarva bhuteshu ekam avyayam bhavam. Bhavam means the self, reality. The reality, the self, consciousness Bhavanti bhutani iti bhavam. Bhutam means Atma. One consciousness resides in every body is equal to Bhutatmam. Bhavanti bhutani. That which is born is called Bhutam. This body is born. Another tree is born. Another insect is born. In all bhutams, sarva bhuteshu, ekam avyayam atmanam ikshate. Bhavam means what? That which is residing in the bodies. Bhavam. Bhavanti iti bhutani. In beings, that which resides is called bhavam. What resides in beings? Atma. Atma means what? Self. Self resides in the all beings. That jnanam, whoever knows this knowledge, what jnanam is it? Sattvika jnanam. Now what knowledge you have got? Sattvika jnanam. Pruthaktveena tu yajnanam nana bhavan pruthak vidhan Veti sarveshu bhuteshu tajnanam vidhi rajasam. So what is the pramana for all this? Shruti. Pramana. உனக்கு தெரியுமா தெரியாத யுவர் ப்ராப்ளம் தட் இஸ். ஸ்ருதி சேஸ் அம்பையர். அந்த விளையாடும் போது டூ டீம்ஸ் இந்த பக்கம் அந்த பக்கம். Empire is the final decider, everything. Is it not? Yukti, Shruti, Yukti, Anubhava is the umpire. Not your personal experience here. Your Ajnanam is not umpire. Whatever Shruti says is the umpire. So Shruti says here, a person whoever seeing that difference in every being, pruthatvena, differently, nana bhavan pruthak vidhan, in every being there is one Atma. Every being. In Jainism they say elephant is having a big Atma, ant is having a small Atma. So Alukur Atma, and everyone is having their own punya papam. So he is having his punyam, he is having his punyam papam. Like that they say. And different Atmas. Pruthak nana vidhan pashyati Veti sarva bhuteshu. Atmas are many. In every body there is one Atma. Each Atma is not this one and the same. So your house irukra space different. In the hall irukra space different. Ella space different. Correct dane? Space is one. There is no difference in space. But this person, Rajasa Jnanam person, what he says? Atma is not one. As many beings, so many Atmas. That's what Krishna says. Prudaktvena nana bhavan pruthak vidhan veti sarva bhuteshu. He knows that. This is Jnanam. What Jnanam? Tat Jnanam Rajasam iti vidhi. May you know this is the Rajasa Jnanam. You want Rajasa Jnanam or Sattvika Jnanam? If you see differently, Mamiar different, mother-in-law, Mamiar onnu dane. Brother-in-law different. Boss is different. Disparity will be there. Limitation will be there. Insecurity will be there. Unhappiness will continue. If you see everywhere Atma Swarupam in everything, bodies are different. That's why in Mahashivaratri talk, Uttamadini Pushpani Vartante Sutrake Etha Uttamadhya Tatha Dehaha Vartante Mai Sarvada. That sloka you can remember more in the next class. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.